Now I'd like to introduce Tanisha Bhaskarwar. Tanisha is a 13-year-old entering National Catholic this year for her 8th grade. Her hobbies include dancing, swimming, and baking. In her free time, she likes to play basketball, do nail art, and play soccer. Thank you for. Now I'd like to introduce Tanisha. Welcome, Tanisha, my good friend.
Hi everyone, my name is Tanisha Bhaskarwar, and thank you, Anushka, for introducing me and for your speech. Can everyone hear me right?
Yes.
Okay. Today my topic is child labor. The 3 subtopics I will talk to you about today are what child labor is, some facts about child labor, and what we can do to try and stop this dreadful situation. First and foremost, what is child labor? How many of you here know what child labor is? Well, for those who don't know, child labor refers to work that is done by anyone under the age of 17. For the work to be considered as child labor, it must be dangerous to their moral, social, physical, and mental development of a child. People, or more specifically children who work, are often isolated from their families, they receive low pay, few breaks, and work in dangerous conditions. As I just said, typically they receive very few attention from all the dangerous elements they're exposed to. In other words, if my mom asked me to do chores around the house, would that be considered as child labor?
Yes.
I personally think it is, and my mom over there would probably disagree to this statement, along with all the adults present here. And all the adults here might think that child labor around the world is much more different than the chores that children do in houses for spending money. Well, a child in India or Bangladesh might be working really hard to cut up sugarcane for low wages. Other countries that hold in child labor to produce products we frequently use include Bangladesh for textiles, Cambodia for fish and beverages, Kenya for fish, Malaysia for electronics, and Madagascar for vanilla. Now I will tell you some very astonishing facts about child labor. Did you know that over 200 million children today are child laborers? Let me repeat that for you. Over 200 million children are child laborers today. An estimated of 120 million children are involved in hazardous work. Number 2, over 73 million of these children are under 10 years old. Can you imagine a 6-year-old working right in front of you, digging up mud, carrying bricks over their head, transporting it to other places? Number 3, number of child laborers. The highest number of child laborers are in sub-Saharan Africa, as the population in Africa is so much, there are more children, of course. Number 4, the number of children in armed conflicts have risen over 300,000 since the past decade. Number 5, how did child labor even start? Well, when the Industrial Revolution started, every family had to find someone to work for or they would not survive. That's when they decided that even children should start working. And that's how child labor got started. Now I will tell you some ways you can try and stop this dreadful situation. I personally think that these ways I'm going to tell you are not very hard and don't take too much time, and I think you can just do it because the children are in need and they need your help. So the first way I suggest is send letters and emails. Find out who your local government policymakers are and tell them about the need to stop child labor, both domestically and internationally. Number 2, make your point through media. As Anya in her speech said that technology is getting better and better, so you can prove your point, and social media is a great way to interact with other people and to specifically share your point. Number 3, this is an important one, but it's not that hard. You have to be a mindful consumer. Find out companies that hold in child labor. Take a little extra time on the internet to find out what companies hold in child labor, and then plan drives in your own neighborhood for necessary items such as food, clothing, shoes, school supplies, books, and etc. The last one, and the most important one, you have to be the change. Passion can be contagious, so share your interest with anyone, whether it's your family, friends, co-workers, or anyone willing to listen. You are just making a change by caring, and hopefully others will take notice and be inspired to do the same. NGO is a non-governmental organization and is a very good source to donate money. And the money you donate goes to homeless people or even people or child laborers. In conclusion, I talked about what child labor is, some facts about child labor, and what we can do to try and stop this dreadful situation. From this speech, I hope you understood how bad child labor is and what we can do to try and stop it. We have to work hard together as a team, and hopefully we can accomplish it. Thank you for listening to my speech.